Okay, today is December 29th, 2017. It's about 5:30. Just finishing my runs. Interesting thing today. I got some positive feedback from a couple of people. In fact, the Freeman Mazda, they said they took my information. They said they want to call me when the new year starts. So we'll see. Toyota, they gave me some positive. The guy, the service manager liked it. He said he's going to talk to his GM and see about getting it, give it to their customers as a promotional item. Um, an interesting thing I've learned is that I went back to some of the places I'd been before, and I decided I'm going to change up my tactic and actually go to the parts department as opposed to the going to the PR people or the general managers. So places where I've been rejected before, like Richardson, they turned me down. So I went to the parts department. Well, I will go to the parts department, I should say. Dallas Toyota, they turned me down, or they didn't buy my product. So I'm switching my tactic and going back to the same places, different product, but I'm actually going to approach the parts department. So that's something new. Predictions for the new year. I want to get this business off the ground. I'm ready to transition from my job in education and move in a new direction. So just a change, get out of education. I mean, loved it. Been doing it for over 20 years, but my true passion is in design. I'm in education, and I hate to say it, but I'm staying because I need a job, and I love the kids. But it's like when a kid, it was in the bathroom, and a kid turns to me and says, "What'd you want?" I think a kid in third grade turns to me and says, "What'd you want to do when you were my age?" And I was thinking to myself, like, not this, not this. But what I'm doing now is, if I was talking to myself in third grade, um, this is where I want to be. You know, designing stuff for companies and making things for people. I'm really enjoying it, and this is what I'm doing. Been doing, 10, 12 hours a day on my vacation. I'm on on Christmas break, and I've been up every day, even Christmas Day, going out and putting in work because this is what I love to do. So we'll see what happens. I got some positive feedback, and this product is not my idea. It was someone else's. I showed the coaster came from somebody. A coaster idea came from somebody. I showed the coaster to somebody. They said, "Hey, why don't you make it small enough so it fits in the cup holder?" So these are all other people's ideas. I'm just taking them and running with them. So that way it keeps me humble, keeps me grounded. Like, this is not my idea. It's someone else's idea. The idea I promoted. So for the new year, I want to see. I want a business to get off the ground so I can transition from my current job to do design full time. Maybe a relationship in the future. Maybe a young lady out there. Maybe you've seen her. So we'll see. Looking forward to the new year. This year is ending well. I learned a lot, and probably the most important thing I learned this year was that my ideas are crap. My ideas really are crap because I've been trying to sell them for 10 years. But it wasn't until I went to SMU and I talked to Dr. Kepler at SMU, and she asked me, "Can you make?" and she centerpieces. And when I did that, I realized, okay, and it sold. It was my best-selling product. I sold, you know, I was selling hats before, and I said I did design. I was selling hats before. I made more from that one deal with SMU than I did in 2 years of selling hats. It was that crazy. So I realized then, it's like, okay, it's time to pivot. So my business now is listening to people, listening to their requests. Whatever they ask me to make, I'm gonna make it.